Well, howdy there, Internet people. It's Bo again. So, today we are going to talk about the withdrawal. Not the one they're having hearings over, although it is entertaining to watch a bunch of Congress people who have no idea what they're talking about question experts in their field about why things didn't go the way they had planned once the plan had changed and the situation on the ground had changed. That is entertaining on some levels. However, I'm not really sure it's newsworthy. We're going to talk about the next withdrawal because the Biden administration has made it pretty clear that they also want to get out of Iraq. The general idea at this point is to leave behind a few strategic advisors, some trainers, and that's it, and get out. And they've made it seem as though they want to do this pretty quickly. They don't have a definitive timeline on it as far as I know, but it does appear that it will happen rapidly if plans are followed through with. So the questions that are coming in are basically, what's it going to look like? Is it going to look like Afghanistan? In a word, no. They're very different countries, very different forms of government historically. The idea that the opposition group that the U.S. went there to depose is somehow going to retake power, the chances of that are zero. It doesn't even exist anymore. But there are other oppositional groups in the area that could make small inroads, but it's pretty unlikely. No withdrawal is clean. They're all messy in some way. This one would be cleaner than most if they exercise even a small amount of caution and planning. It's unlikely that it produces the dramatic footage or the talking points that Afghanistan did because it's being done in a very different way. The national government in Iraq is pretty capable of standing on its own. Aside from that, Iran is waiting in the wings. They are coming out to become more of a regional power and behaving more in the manner of a traditional state. So they're going to want to exert a little bit of influence over Iraq. That's likely. And that's probably the reason that the Biden administration wants to keep some advisors and trainers there, is to maintain that U.S. footprint for foreign policy's sake, not for combat's sake. I don't foresee it being anything even remotely close to Afghanistan. They're not going to look the same way. You'll probably have people drawing parallels early on in hopes that something goes wrong, but the chances of it devolving the way that Afghanistan did are really slim. I mean, nothing is impossible, but we're talking about odds bordering on zero. It would take an outside actor to get involved and help encourage, finance, logistically support one of the opposition groups. It doesn't seem likely because whoever does that would be going up not only the Iraqi national government, but also the remnants of the U.S. force, and Iran has kind of already staked claim. So it seems unlikely. I don't see this as being something that's going to get a lot of news coverage because it won't be dramatic. Talking points won't be developed, although it is, from a foreign policy standpoint, pretty important because it does, again, bring Iran out more into that regional power role in a traditional sense. But I don't see it getting the headlines that it probably should, because this is another long-running conflict that is being brought to a close finally. So, anyway, it's just a thought. Y'all have a good day.